Jakarta is renowned for many things: unendurable traffic jams, towering shopping malls, and a never-ending urban sprawl. An environment full of creative ideas and young entrepreneurs may not be what springs to mind. But don't write the city off just yet. We ventured to the heart of this massive capital, dodged the scooters, and waited patiently for the lights to turn green to meet the new generation that's helping to rebrand Jakarta. Bo, a bakery and cafe owned by Talita Satyardi, is one such business that's bravely taken on the huge white bread industry with its handmade, natural baked goods.
When I had studied in France, it's always been about keeping everything natural. That's what makes our products different, is when I came here, I wanted to respect those guidelines. And so then all our products are made on site. They have no preservatives, no food coloring, everything is all natural, everything is handmade. I had come back from Paris for my studies there in pastry in 2013, back to Indonesia. And I found out that what I really needed was an avenue to express myself, but also I had a yearning to start my own business. And it started by just frying donuts at home and delivering them to coffee shops and really making the connections from there with the coffee shop owners and talking to them about what they really need and want. And then I kind of shaped my business from having those conversations. What I really want to do is bring my influences from my different travels abroad. The favorite pastry that we make, it's called Mont Violet, which is a silly play on the classic French Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc is made traditionally with chestnut cream, but since we're unable to find that in Indonesia, we decided to make it from purple sweet potato. People are so surprised when I tell them that no food coloring goes into that bright purple look, but it's all natural. What's interesting about being an entrepreneur in Jakarta right now is that Indonesia is facing a time of economic growth. There's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of energy, and there's also a lot of young people starting stuff. I think it's a great time to be in Asia right now.
And it's not just the baking industry that is seeing handmade and homegrown come to the fore. Industry is a maker's space that was set up at the end of 2014 by Leonard Theosobrata, which helps independent designers start their own ventures.
The name Industry came from the word industri, which is the Indonesian word. And I want it to be an Indonesian name. But I think it's very important for me that people recognize that this is Indonesian. We have more than 60 modules of workshops. They are classified by the 4 pillars of industry, which is woodworking, metalworking, surface, and also textile leather. But there's also seminars and whatnot, like photography, all kinds of stuff. Every class that is performed or being presented here, it's a product of a collaboration between us and the instructor. So I myself also teach a few classes. A makerspace it's a new thing, yeah. And of course the challenges become because we are located in west of Jakarta and it's slightly known as an industrial area. I think location becomes a challenge as well, but I think I love the challenge because it goes in line with the spirit of self-made that we are trying to nurture.
Denica Flesh is a designer who runs her artisanal clothing company Sukacita from Industri.
So at the moment I'm working with 2 of Indonesia's main craftsmanship, which is batik and hand-woven textiles. And what we do is we want to make sure that this tradition stays alive by kind of injecting new collaboration, new designs into the process. Because what we want to do is we want to make this craft relevant. It's very important for me to work in a space like this because we share the same values. Here, it's not necessarily about a business that makes the most profit or the least cost, but it's about the old age values of quality, of craftsmanship, of passion and purpose. And that's something that's very alive here. It's very different and you cannot get these feelings anywhere else.
Another business surviving the mayhem of the city is Tulisan, Melissa Sanjaya's artistic brand that she founded in 2010. She uses traditional methods and silkscreen to create limited edition artworks.
My favorite part of the business is actually the conceptual development and how I translate that into my visual collections. The business works because I think a lot of people fall in love with Tulisan because we have an emotional connection All our products is actually accompanied by short stories. The ethos of Tulisan is about empowering others, celebrating individuality, and also caring for our world. We don't just present artwork, but we present beautiful fiction and literatures. We also work with sustainable methods, and we also try to create like a healthy organization, and I think that's very unique. It's important for me to found a business like this to support my passion in art, and it's important for me that this passion is sustainable. There's no break for being small to medium-sized company. It's no government help or anything like that. So everything you kind of have to do with yourself, and if you're financing it yourself, it's really, really tough. A lot of it is really about building credentials, and that's what's challenging, what's really fun about it too.